Okay guys, right, I've got another question about nirvana and samsara, and I know we've slightly been over this before, but I genuinely am getting puzzled on this. Just obviously all my videos are done to support a book, so if you're interested in the esoteric, get The Dark Side of Japan, which is ancient black magic, folklore and ritual for some grisly evil deeds for all you Buddhists. Right, I've asked this before in this series, but I'm going to do a little video on this now, dedicated to this, so I can come back to it later. What is nirvana? Use, not the band. We all know what they are. But what is it? Some people say that samsara is the cycle of life and birth, rebirth. So literally you have to physically die to be reborn. It's not the same life. Samsara is not like, oh, you slightly are reborn in this life as a new person of you. I bought a new wardrobe. I bought a new set of clothes. I've left, I'm in samsara. I've been reborn. No, it's genuinely you croak it, disintegrate, die, go away, reborn, come back, do it again. That is what I'm assuming it is samsara. But for some reason, and I'm looking at really proper books on both, for both of these, is you get nirvana is the idea that samsara is going in a circle, and that when you've got it right, you extinguish whatever. I don't really care where you go. I don't want to debate on where you go, but you no longer are reborn. You're no longer a physical being, a whale, a dog, a human. You've literally, the Buddha goes, bing, I get it. Then when he dies, he doesn't go back in the circle. He shoves off somewhere else, goes away, whatever you want to call it. He doesn't come back to samsara. That's he's done. But the other version of nirvana is that you basically are just a happy chappy. You're like, bow down, mister, Hare, Hare, Hare Krishna. And you're like, hold on, that doesn't fit the rest of Buddhism, I don't think. So basically, the other side, which I've listened to top level Buddhists on and all that. I've got some audio books going. I've got some, the great courses going. And literally nirvana seems to be the loss of the four noble truths, basically, where basically there's suffering, you want things, so if you get rid of it, you're a happy chap. So it seems that in some books, not situations, in some books, some people say nirvana is literally being happy in this life. Whereas other people are like, nope, you're always suffering in this life. Once you've reached nirvana, the state of Buddhism, the Buddha, the awakened one, you no longer are reborn in any shape or form. You are gone. So the Buddha is no longer here in the cycle. So Buddhism, fundamental level, it's about reincarnation. You come round and round, yeah? But the Buddha's gone. He's literally gone. Now, I know people have started saying, well, he's here and he's gone. I'm not about that sort. I really don't like that type of argument, the paradoxical statement. Just to sound clever, it does mean nutsing. It's like, is he gone or is he not gone? Sort it out. Yes, you can go into deeper realms, and then the obvious thing is people say you don't understand. No, the point the Buddha was making is you can get out of this system, you can go, and he did. Now, we've been through this before, which is a question, is how the Buddha was enlightened twice, because he got enlightened and decided to come back, which means, and then got enlightened again. So once you're enlightened, you're not enlightened the second time. So he's not in a state of nirvana here. He's literally extinguished and gone because he chose to come back. So if that story is true, which I can't remember where it's from, then there's nirvana for him, for the Buddha, was definitely leaving samsara, and samsara being literal death and rebirth, not pretend death, actual knife in the eye, dead. So which is it? It seems to me that now I just had a quick look on the old wiki page, and obviously nirvana is an Indian word, if you like, and it is used in many religions. So some things I used to get confused with when I was a wee one is the way is used in Buddhism when it's a Taoist thing, and nirvana is used in different things like Hinduism, Jainism, and whatever the other ones were in the list. And you're like, hold on a minute, what is all this? And then obviously you get older and you start reading more, you realise they're all integrated. Buddhism's not its own thing, it's literally come out of what was in India at the time, which could have come from the Aryans and the Indo-European steppes, and that's why Druids have reincarnation, and they have reincarnation, and I think a form of enlightenment or nirvana, if you like. I don't know. You'd have to know more about the Indo-European tradition for that. But the point being is that it seems to be ubiquitous. It's used all over. So the question becomes, in Buddhism alone, nirvana, do you have to not exist to be in a state of nirvana? Please don't argue about what nirvana, like the intricacies is, do you go to nirvana? Nirvana isn't a place. I get all that. The question is there is a place here, and there is a time, and there is reality as we know it as humans. But when you leave samsara and you enter nirvana, you are leaving this. So whether you go somewhere or you're not going somewhere and you disappear, whatever. But which one is it? Number 1 or number 2? So number 1 is that you will physically become enlightened, you die, knife in the eye, and you are never coming back, and no, whatever happens, you're on the other side. You're somewhere else, doing something else, or you've disappeared or whatever. Or is it you're just a happy, clappy person, number 2, today? So I can be like, right, I think I've understood. The 4 thing is, I'm in nirvana. And it seems that professional people are saying 2 totally different things, and I don't understand how have they come to that. For me, it must be number 1, because it's too simple for being number 2. Basically, if you don't want stuff, you're happy. All right, that doesn't stop. What else happens with reincarnation then? Oh, nothing. You just keep getting reincarnated. What, forever? Yeah. There's no such thing as an after reincarnation. To me, it must be number 1, because if it was number 2 and nirvana is in the now, in this life, then the fact that we exist and the fact that Buddhists believe in reincarnation means that reincarnation is infinite and you never get out of it. Or that nirvana has 2 states. 1, in this life, and 2, when you've gone around a million cycles and you become the Buddha and off you go. So it doesn't make sense. Sorry, my dog's here. My beautiful dog. It's a reincarnation of something, I know. She won't leave me alone, this one. So basically, guys, which one is it? For me, those people who do the hard line, get straight to nirvana sort of job where they cut off their testicles and mummify themselves and do all sorts of stuff. They're like, right, we're just going to get straight to the point. And then you get the people who get straight tickets, like some of the Japanese religions, a bit on the old McDojo, you know what I mean? These like 13th century religions, like, if you follow me, you get instant to nirvana after this life in one go. So they all talk about the fact that nirvana takes millions of cycles, but you can bypass it with your fast track ticket and get to heaven. So this is the bit that doesn't make sense, but yet really professional people are speaking about nirvana as though it's in this life and it's happy clappy. So which one is it? Okay, guys, don't forget, support me, get that. Please pass this video around to Buddhist friends. That would be really helpful. And, sorry, I've got a dog looking at me. I'll show you guys. This is what I've got to put up with. Can you see? She's literally in my lap all the time. Right, go. Right, see you later.